Hello, Shannon.
Hello, Alyssa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
That's wonderful.
I'd like to see you now. Would you like to see me?
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm worried that I maybe don't look like my picture.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really hard week. I feel like a couple grays have been coming in, and I'm a little nervous for you to see me too, honestly.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it at the same time. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay, we're gonna do it on 3.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm scared.
1, 2, 3.
Where did you go?
Oh no! It's just you. Oh,
You looked beautiful. I don't know where you went. Shannon, you've never looked better. And you're traveling.
Yeah, I got my retirement fund, and so I taken myself out on a trip.
You look amazing, Shannon.
Thank you so much. I think this nice Bermuda breeze is really doing.
Yeah, you've never looked better.
Thank you so much. I have these little glasses. They help me see better.
Oh yeah, your little red tint.
Mm-hmm. Those rose-colored glasses.
I love them. Well, hello everyone. My name's Alyssa, and this is Shannon. This is our podcast that we started called Worried, and we talk about how anxious we are. How anxious are you, Shannon?
You know, last week when you asked me that, I was at a solid 9, I think. I had just started a brand new job, which is always very nerve-wracking. And if you're a very anxious individual like me and suffer from massive amounts of imposter syndrome at all times, change is hard. Change is really hard.
Change is hard.
But, here we are a week later. I've kind of settled in a little bit. So I am at like a 5. I'm at a 5 tonight.
Nice. That's not too bad.
Yeah. I went to the dentist today for the first time since COVID. So like 3 years, no cavities. and I'm not a regular
No cavities.
Flosser. I'm not a regular flosser, Alyssa.
Good for you, Shannon.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Well done. I myself am feeling a little anxious. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, what's going on with you tonight?
I was on the subway yesterday, and a man took his penis out, and he started masturbating while looking at me.
But why does that make you anxious? You've lived in New York for years. That's just like a Tuesday.
You're right. It is just a Tuesday.
But like set the scene, because
yes,
this scenario, if you're like, sitting across from him on the train, and while he's masturbating, he's like locked eyes with you, I could understand that would make me a little bit nervous too. So I'd like you to set the scene a little bit.
Yes. Of course. Anything for you. Okay, so I was on the train. I was on my way to work. So I'm just trying to get to work, and this man comes in, probably mentally ill, just a little, has that look in his eyes, and I have compassion for that. I do, but sometimes I'm like, look, dude, just, at least keep your pants on, please. But okay, so he gets on the train, and I'm the only woman on the train, so he didn't have a lot of options. It's a pretty empty train. There's me and a couple of other guys further down the train. And I see him, he makes eye contact with me, and I just immediately said to myself, okay, all right, something's up. And he walked all the way down to the end of the train, kind of looked back at me, and I was like, okay, great, something's going on. So you know how you have that gut feeling? I stood up, and
just the hair on your butt cheeks like stands up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of creepy people on trains, but sometimes just you have and mind you, this is 4 p.m. This is early, not in the middle of the night. So just something in my gut was just said, you have to just go stand near one of the other men. Go stand near a man who can protect you. Probably would not protect me, but, just be near someone else. So I stood up and I walked over and I stood next to a guy. And this guy comes back, it crosses me, is like looking at me in the eyes. And I'm just like, no, what's going on? And then he sits down. Okay, good. He's sitting down. That means he's not on his feet, to kiss me.
He's a little, he's a little less mobile. He's a little less available for kisses.
Yes. And then he just whipped it out and started whacking it and looking at me. And the train stopped and I got out. So did everyone else on the train. And I looked at a man in the eyes who was getting on the train and I said, don't go in there. And he did anyways. And then I saw that he immediately walked back out. Yep. So I attempted to warn other people. And then I got into the train next to that train and the guy stood up, the one that was whacking, having a whack fest. And he walked over into the window and was looking at me from the other, train. No. So then I had to move another train and I didn't know whether I had to get off of the train and switch trains completely.
If it's somebody like I lived in New York for many years as well. And man, just some of those guys on the train, and I do not mean guys gender neutral. I mean guys. I mean creepy ass guys. Once they've kind of like identified you, you always have the worry that they're going to follow you like car to car, and like the cycle just continues until you're, out of options at the end of the train and just have to book it out of there.
I know. So that made me pretty anxious. It didn't completely like ruin my week or anything. Cause like you said, living in New York, it's not like you're all that surprised, but it was just more like, okay, great. Thank you for that. And then also I have a job that I need to do, next week where it's not a fancy acting job, but I have to use a teleprompter and it's like 27 pages of textbook. And I am not a strong reader. I'm probably dyslexic. Growing up, I was in all of those classes where it's like they have to pull out the kids that need help reading. So just the thought of me in front of a crowd of people reading very, just text that's not conversational really freaks me out. So that's the guy masturbating to me on the train, not so much, but the teleprompter fear more so is making me nervous,
All right. But let me give you a tip here, Alyssa, because if you're in a bind, you're on set and you're like, oh, I keep like fucking up these words. Literally use the dyslexia. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm dyslexic. And if they say anything, they're dicks and they're going to look like assholes.
That's true. I know. I mean, I really should go get tested because I don't think that they ever tested me. I think that this is not that exciting of a story here, but just growing up, they would tell my mom, like, she might be dyslexic, but no one ever sat me down and just tested, however they test you to do that.
Even if you're not dyslexic, just use it. Just throw it around. Just throw it around like it's fucking confetti, and I guarantee they will get off of your ass.
I know. I'll say something like, I'm sorry, I'm blind. And they're like, what? And I'm like, nothing. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, I've got one leg. And they're like, what does that have to? And you're like, we just whip it out and start beating it.
I know, it worked for that guy. I do, Shannon, I'm so sorry. My wine is across the room, so I'm going to go grab that. We're going to have some dead air real quick. So sorry, 1 second. You should sing a song or something while I'm gone.
I feel like I should use this opportunity to go get another beer, actually.
Okay, I'm back.
Alyssa, I've only got a tiny bit of beer, and I wonder if I should just go get another beer on standby.
Go get another beer.
All right, Alyssa, now it's on you. Sing
okay.
Song.
Okay. I'll talk to all 7 of you. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Shannon's getting a beer right now, and I am alone. I'm all alone. Something I could tell you guys is we're going to be reading 3 different stories sent to us. We have been asking you guys to send in your anxious stories. whether it's an embarrassing story or just a story of your worst panic attack, whatever it may be. Send it in so that we don't feel so alone in this world. If you want to send a story in, you can go onto our Instagram, and it is, oh gosh, I just fell. I'm so sorry. So embarrassing. Okay, so so our Instagram is mac.n.ham. I'm sure you already know that because you found this podcast, but in case you need it, there it is. If you go into our bio, there is a link that you can submit your story anonymously. You don't have to use your name, and we will never know. So send it in, because we like those stories. So we're going to read 3 today. We had more than 3. We had 11 stories sent to us, but we can only get to 3 today. So if we don't read yours today, we will be reading yours next week or the week after, but we're going to choose 3 a week. So, all right, Shannon. Oh, can you hear me?
What's going on, kids?
Hey. All right, so we're going to read our first story. I'm going to read this one, Shannon.
Did you preface and tell them what these are?
Yes, and I told them where they can send it into. So
wonderful.
Also, did you guys know why we call ourselves Mac and Ham? Not that we're all that like creative and like, oh yes, behind the art. But my last name's Abraham and Shannon's last name is McAnally. So I was going to say Mac and Ham. Shannon McAnham.
I wish.
Together, we created that name because we were in need of a name.
And that's our deepest, darkest secret.
I know. Everyone's like, I don't care. I'm like, I know. All right. So
read the stories.
All right. Here comes the first story. Okay. This comes from Caesar from Las Vegas. Caesar says, I came out to one of my friends and told them who my crush was. And the next day she told them, and now they know and didn't feel the same. Oh, I'm sorry. And now it's awkward between us. You know what? That's not a friend. Can I just say that real quick? That's not a friend, Caesar. I mean, maybe they are. Who knows? I don't know them. But that, to me, if someone does that, Shannon, I have to tell you a story that still gives me anxiety at night. I might have told you this, but I had a crush on a boy that was on the football team, and I was kind of a cheerleader. They had the cheer.
How old were you?
This is last year. No, this was high school boy. Bad girl. I know. Well, okay, so I was probably in like the 8th grade. And so I was on something called dance team, and it was for like the less hot girls. Like the hot girls were cheerleaders, and then the less hot girls like me were on this thing called dance team. I don't know how else to explain it to you. It was very weird, but we looked like cheerleaders. But it would be like the cheerleaders would go out and they would be hot, and then they'd be like, and now for the less hot girls, and then we'd come out and we'd all do like a kick line. So the audience goes, boo. I know. Literally, it was that's basically how it went down. But I had a crush on a boy, and I was very secretive about it. And I was always, I'm still extremely self-conscious, but even more so in the 8th grade. And this makes me this like gives me nightmares at night. And I don't know how it happened, but it was one of the football players. Okay, so someone found out that I had a crush on one of the football players, and so we're on like the sidelines, and they aren't playing the game yet or anything, and there's some downtime, and somehow this girl, I'm just gonna call her Chelsea. I'm not going to give you her real name. Not that she's ever going to find out.
Dox her here.
I know, right? And then I'm going to call the guy Brian. Okay. So basically somehow she found out that I liked him. And I'm just like, this, like fat kind of cheerleader sitting on the sidelines in, like a mini skirt and just feeling so self-conscious, just feeling like shit.
You're a lowly dance team.
Yes. And so I'm sitting there, and somehow they found out, and Chelsea comes over to me and says, like, she goes, "Alyssa, you have a crush on Brian?" And I was like, no, of course not. And then she starts screaming out. She's like, "Brian, Alyssa has a crush on you." And I was like, "Please stop. Please stop. Please." And I'm begging her. And she keeps on doing it. And I punched her in the face.
Oh my God.
And that is so unlike me. Like, I am not someone ever to do that. But
you are like the least explosive person that I know.
But I was so upset. And then I felt bad because she was upset that I punched her. And then the next day at school, she came up to me and she was like, "I just want to tell you, we can't be friends anymore." And like made me feel bad. I mean, I punched her. So, I mean, I did.
Well, she comes up to you and she's like, "Oh, wow, we can't be friends." And you're like, "Yeah, no shit, Chelsea."
But I was just like, and I felt so bad because this girl has always, it was out of her character to do that to me. You know what I mean? She was always nice, but I don't know. I don't have to go into it anymore. But so I always felt bad because I was like, it was my fault. Like, I fucked up. But I'm also like, but she embarrassed me. So Caesar from Las Vegas, maybe this is your Chelsea, and like, you're not, they're probably not a very nice person anyways. So don't worry about it. And at least you didn't punch them. So
that we know of.
Yes.
I mean, Caesar, you're definitely in a tough position. I think just like what Alyssa said, if they're going to make it weird, they're probably a shitty friend to begin with, which I know is very, very easy for us to say and probably not as easy to hear.
Yeah, I agree.
But these things always have a way of working themselves out over time in whatever way that's going to happen. And you eventually are going to find somebody who is so into it.
Yeah. And you know what? Screw that person. They don't like you back. You're going to find your person. You will. And I don't know how old you are, but if you're young, might not happen for the next 10 years, but hang in there, buddy. As we cut to my boyfriend watching Band of Brothers in the living room eating corn chips, who I love very much. So you'll find your corn chip boy too. All right. So on that note, do you want to dive into our mean comments?
I would love to.
Okay. So we have a little thing that we do every week, which by every week, I mean last week and then this week. So where we're going to read the meanest comments of the week. But Shannon, we're going to do a special event. I put together our meanest, well, not even mean, but our Chick-fil-A video comments, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to go through some of the Chick-fil-A comments because people were very upset. We did a video, a little sketch about Chick-fil-A, and we called them Catholic, and people got very upset. So why don't we you take one and then I'll take one. We can go off, right? All right. So here are the meanest comments of the week, but focusing on our Chick-fil-A video. Okay. So I'll start. They're not even Catholic. They're Southern Baptist, which is not even close. Well done. Congratulations on your Arby's gift card. You do get
Sorry about that. I mean, I feel like in this case, we should give them a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Oh, yes. Congratulations on your Chick-fil-A gift card with no money. Or maybe, I won't say how much money, but it's no money. It's no money.
We'll leave it a nice surprise for you.
Yeah. All right. And Shannon, take it away.
They aren't Catholic.
Very, very, very good. And congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, moving on to Chick-fil-A is Protestant, not Catholic. LOL.
Protestant. Okay, let's really get into it, eh? Let's really dig in and talk about what exactly is the difference between a lot of these. Because a hot take, a lot of these pretty similar.
Well, here's the thing: is that I grew up Catholic. Like I was confirmed. I had to go to CCD, which was like Catholic school, or like Sunday school. And then my parents switched to just different types of churches. I don't even remember what the ones that we went to, but it wasn't all Catholic, And when I tell you that it's all the same shit, it's all the same shit. So I don't know. I mean, everyone's worshiping Jesus and saying praise God, and
and we all
raping kids.
Woo! Yep. And Alyssa.
Yes.
Let us not forget the fundamental, just what's at the heart of all Christianity is that we hate differences. If you don't worship like Jesus, the Lord, whoever you're led in the correct way,
you're going to hell.
Yeah, you're going to hell. We're coming at you.
Going to hell. So I don't quite know what the difference is, but whatever.
Feel free to come at us in the comments. Like maybe you will get a Chick-fil-A gift card next week.
Yes, maybe you will win Nina's Comment of the Week, and congratulations if you do. All right, Shanna, do you want to take this one away?
I thought they were Christian.
Well done. Congratulations.
You know what? These aren't even mean, Alyssa. These are just misinformed.
I mean, I'm misinformed. I don't even know what the difference is about all of these. But the fact that people care so much is very silly. But okay, we're going to move on.
With the veil of the internet, people love to be upset about anything and everything, and that is the main thing that I have learned as a content creator is people love to be upset. And you know what? I am more than happy to be that platform. Just be pissed off at us. I don't give a fuck.
I know. And what's kind of silly, I don't know. I don't want to bully people, but sometimes I'll go to these people that win Nina's Comment of the Week and I'll look at their profiles. And everything in me wants to be like, you take pictures of your spaghetti. You know what I mean? Who are you? But I also, Michelle Obama, when they go low, come on, Shannon, say it with me. We get high.
We go low. High.
Yes.
High.
Yes. All right.
We go high.
All right, I'm gonna move on to the next comment. Okay. I thought they were a Christian company. Congratulations.
Come on.
I don't know.
And congratulations.
Yes. All right, Shannon, take it away.
Chick-fil-A is Protestant. Lol.
Well done.
Okay. We're getting a lot of votes for Protestant. We really should have done
that.
All right. Okay. In the comments, please, everyone vote. Is Chick-fil-A Protestant or Christian? Please,
or Southern Baptist?
Place your votes.
I'm very confused, but maybe it's all the same thing. I'm really not sure. Okay. So the next one is, they're Southern Baptists. So I don't know.
Hot take.
All right, Shannon.
Do you want a Chick-fil-A gift card?
All right, yes. Congratulations.
They're Baptist, right? They might be even more offended by calling them Catholics, which I'm here for.
I don't like that comment.
Okay.
Not too bad. And none of these are really mean, but they're just more shut up,
It gives you something to think about. But I will say what I like about this comment is that it starts kind of mean, but then ends on a positive note, and I like that. So I actually think this person does not win a gift card this week. Congratulations. Yes. You do not win a gift card.
No, you do not. All right. And here we go. Catholic, girly, nothing upsets me more than when someone says girly.
So condescending.
Or darling. Or dear. Like, honey. I know that I am being scammed if someone in my Instagram DM says, hello, dear. I'm like, oh God, you're trying to get my money. Okay, sorry. Catholic, ? Girly, this is the Southeast.
Where's the Southeast, guys? What is, yes, because you hear all the time. Yeah, I'm from the American Southeast.
Yes. I don't know. All right. And then go ahead, Shannon.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Really hot take on this one.
You really dug deep on this one. I'm impressed. I haven't even seen a lot of these, and I go through most of the comments obsessively, like agree. So this is a real treat for me, Alyssa. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Not Catholic. They Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. Chick-fil-A, which is famously Mormon.
Yes. Who knows? Okay, so let's see the next one. Wait, I thought they were Baptist.
Who knows?
Who knows? All right, next one.
Oh, God, this is getting me riled up, Alyssa.
I know.
I'm getting hot. Alyssa, did you see the comment on the cut down that we posted last week? They're like, I'm not sure if this is hot or drunk energy. And I'm like, you know what? It's both.
It's both.
All right. Anyways, moving right along. They are Protestant, not Catholic, ? But people just hate Catholics so much, they feel the need to make a non-relevant joke about it, ...
Bitch, your picture, you have a horse.
Shut up! You're getting a gift card, motherfucker.
You're getting a gift card with money on it. Mm-hmm. And your horse gets one too. Mm-hmm. All right, moving right along.
Nay, bitch.
Women aren't funny.
Oh! Whoa! I think we have a winner. Congratulations. You've won stock in Chick-fil-A.
Yes. Congratulations. You have won meanest comment of the week. I like your little anime picture, and that's all I'm going to say.
I'm sure you've definitely touched another human being sexually. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Okay, so that one was our last comment.
This one, you can't top this one. This is a classic.
This one is a classic, and I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so Shannon, would you mind reading our next story?
All right, this one comes from Patty Puker of New York.
Thank you, Patty Puker.
One time in the 4th grade, I was at school with my little brother during breakfast. We were eating and talking about something. Then I had the urge to throw up and told him I'd be right back. But before I could even stand up, I projectile vomited everywhere, all over the table and him. I got sent home for the day, and my brother got a change of clothes and was sent to class. He came home and told me that I was a horrible brother and that he hates me. I remembered it the other day and brought it up to him, and he claims he doesn't remember, but I always will. Ah, man, Patty Puker, I really feel that, especially when you have like such a core memory like that of something really weird and embarrassing that your family doesn't remember, because I have one of those too, and nobody else in my family remembers.
What's yours?
Okay. It's so weird. My mom is going to be so mad that I'm saying this.
Okay.
So, my mom, I'm not going to say that she has hoarder tendencies necessarily, because that would be rude, and she watches everything that I put online. But I will say that she has very sentimental attachment to a lot of different items that then she keeps for years and years and years. That being said, we had this cat one time when I was growing up. I must have been like 13 or 14 years old. My sister must have been like 11 or something. And we had this watermelon pillow. And I walk into my sister's room one day and I see our cat just like really go into town and like enjoying this pillow, if you know what I mean. Okay. So I and my sister, we watch in horror as this happens until the cat, finishes on the watermelon pillow.
Uh-huh.
We like run screaming, like laughing, like horrified, grossed out to tell my mom. And she's just like, oh, wait. And she grabs a little glass dish and she just like hurry and like she like scoots to the room and she in this little dish she scoops the cat fluid up and then she just like puts downstairs and then she puts it in the fridge. I am so shocked and like appalled and upset by this. Like I'm like screaming at my mom. I'm like, what are you doing? Like that's so gross. And so and I don't know what her end goal was. I don't know what she was keeping it for. I think maybe she was like keeping it because she thought it was really funny and she was going to like show my dad when he got home.
Did she have another cat that she wanted to have kittens or something?
If she did, this was not part of the discussion. Also, I don't think you can just take I don't think you can just take it and just put it in the fridge and it's still good. Like a few hours later.
Is hilarious.
But that being said, against her wishes, I took that fucking glass dish and I just threw it into the dumpster.
Does your sister remember this?
No. Nobody else remembers this.
Oh my God. That is
how could they that's I don't know. Maybe that says a lot about me and my character, but that's like a core memory growing up.
That is wild.
I still sometimes will like wake up in a cold sweat being like, what was she going to do with it? What was she going to do with it, Alyssa?
That is hilarious, Shannon.
I come home the next day and she suddenly has like a new face cream she wants me to try.
Oh my God. That's very good.
Patty Puker, I feel you. It is terrible when nobody seems to remember this crazy shit growing up.
Yeah, that is wild.
I assume everything has been okay since then, though, yeah. Patty Puker, and I wish the best for you. I really do.
God bless you, Patty Puker.
Bless you, Patty Puker from New York.
All right, Shannon. So I think it's time to move on to our next segment. And this next segment is, how anxious does this celebrity make you?
Of course.
Okay. Are you ready?
The answer is probably very.
Yes, most likely. How anxious does Ellen DeGeneres make you?
You know, Alyssa, Ellen makes me pretty anxious.
Mm-hmm.
If you just start by looking right into her eyes, they are tense.
Yes, I agree. It's interesting because even before the whole her yelling at her crew, every time she danced, it always made me anxious.
She dances with a lot of like pent up energy, and you look at the way she dances and you're like, oh, she yells at her housekeeper.
Yeah. No, totally. Cause like the dancing, I just like, I don't know. At first it was fun and then it became her thing. And I was like,
it got a little creepy.
Yeah, I was just a little bit like, there's something wrong here. But I mean, I don't know. I give her a 9 now. Before everything came out, I'd say probably like a 6, but now a 9. She's no Harvey Weinstein level 10, but she's a solid 9 for me.
Just give her a couple years. She might get there.
She might get there. Yeah. We still believe in her.
We believe in you, Ellen.
What about you? What's your rating?
She doesn't go full 9 for me, but she gives me like a 7.5 to an 8.
Okay. Yeah, I could get down with that.
Like you said, she's not Harvey Weinstein, but man, yelling at your help, that's low. That's really low.
Yeah. And she told people like not to look her in the eyes.
Yeah.
On set.
It's because they could see how haunted she was if they look in her very, very tense eyes.
Yeah. No, for sure. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad we discussed this.
So I'd say between the 7.5 and the 9, we're gonna place her at a solid 8.
Yeah, I agree.
8 1/4 for anxiety level.
Congratulations, Ellen DeGeneres. I'm sure you're watching this. I know you're a big fan of the show. Okay, and moving right along to. Oh.
Well, that makes me a little anxious.
I know, me too. Elon Musk.
Alyssa, Elon doesn't necessarily make me that anxious just because I don't know. Lately, I really do wonder just how much clout he actually has, because he feels less like somebody with real authority lately, and he just kind of feels like a meme lord. You know what?
Totally, I agree with that. But because he's so rich and because he has the power that he does, and the fact that he is a meme lord, that combination gives me anxiety.
That is true. You know what he feels like? Alyssa, did you watch that doc on Netflix, The Most Hated Man on the Internet?
I think I started it, but I think I had to shut it off because I had to go to bed or something. But is it good?
You should watch that because he kind of gives me that vibes. God, what was that guy's name? I'm sure the internet will be like, you idiot. His name is like Tyler or something. It's got like a douchey.
Is he the one that calls the SWAT team on people?
No.
Or is that a different documentary?
He started that website, Is Anyone Up? In the early 2000s in the MySpace era, where it was basically a site dedicated entirely to revenge porn that was submitted by the users about other people. I'm going to look up this guy's name, and if anyone has not seen this documentary, they should watch it because it's shocking.
Wow, that sucks. But yeah, no,
this guy's name.
I agree. I agree with that. I think he is that kind of. But I used to really like Elon Musk. I used to.
Hunter Moore. He gives me Hunter Moore vibes. And if anyone does not know who Hunter Moore is, look it up, because this whole thing, I'd never heard of Is Anyone Up before the documentary. I think I was just a little bit too young for this movement then. But it's wild. Not that I'm saying I think Elon would do revenge porn, but I don't necessarily think he's above it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just going back to the fact that he has a lot of power and he's going to space and shit. I'm just kind of like, what are you doing up there? You're gonna just, when shit goes down here, you're just gonna take the rich and go up there.
What are you doing up there? That is, that's the moral of tonight's episode. Elon, what the fuck are you doing up there, man? But then also when he was like, hey, I'm gonna buy Twitter, but then he was like, oh, just kidding. So I don't
Did
know.
he not buy Twitter? I thought he did.
I don't think he bought Twitter. I think he was in the final stages of buying Twitter.
Oh.
And then he went, oh, just kidding. And so then Twitter was, I think, like suing him.
Oh, I didn't know that. I need to read the news more.
So I wonder about Elon's follow through. I really do. But that being said, Alyssa, he does have a lot of money, and money breeds a lot of power, and power makes me very anxious. So Elon puts me at a solid 8.
Mm-hmm. I think I give him an 8 too. Give him an 8. All right, moving right along to we got Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. This wig makes my ears itch.
You know, I'm glad that they found each other. I guess they both weirdly have the same face, where I think if you just like put each other's hair on the other one, I'm not sure that I would be able to tell the two apart. But, you know, they give me pretty toxic relationship vibes. They give me kind of Angelina and Billy Bob vibes. Because don't they drink each other's blood?
I mean, I heard rumors with Angelina Jolie doing something with blood, but
I think Angelina and Billy Bob, they, from what I remember, they carried vials of each other's blood around. From what I heard, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox drink each other's blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that makes me pretty anxious, because I hope that they've been tested for hepatitis.
Well, you know what? I not overheard. I read on the internet.
Who told you?
I know. I overheard at a party. No, but I heard that he's, I don't know. I don't know the exact details, but I read that he's suicidal, and when she's away from him, or something where it's like he depends on her to stay alive. I don't know. I guess he had a documentary come out, and he talked about how, like, when she left on a job, he like was calling her and was telling her that he was gonna commit suicide. So that makes me anxious. I don't know if that's true or if I'm getting that story wrong. I could be, but it was something to that effect. So
yeah,
I give that story a level 10.
That is a level 10.
Without that story, I give them like a 4. A 4 and a 4.5.
I agree. Because, like, you know, be as codependent as you want and drink each other's blood if that's what you're into. But
exactly.
But yeah, that puts me at a level 10. That's a level 10.
But if it's a rumor and it's not true, then they get a 4.5, maybe.
We'll take you back down to a 4.5. It's up to you kids to clear up the rumors. You can just DM us.
Yeah, you let us know. Let us know if you want to be on the show. Let us know. All right, so moving on to the next, and I think maybe last person is Will Smith. How are we feeling?
Oh man. You know, before the Oscars, I would say Will Smith for me sat at a solid level 4 or 5. Just because I really do feel like, or felt like, the whole like wholesome family vibe was all bullshit.
Yeah,
all that weird shit like come out with, like, what was it, like the red table talks or whatever that was.
Yeah,
some really sus stuff. But then, you know, right now that it doesn't bring me to a Machine Gun 10, but he brings me right now
Machine Gun 10.
Machine Gun 10. But Will Smith today, post Oscars, brings me to I'm gonna say an 8.5, because I've got some questions about the incident.
I know, it just sucks because for me, I just love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like that to me was part of my childhood. So it just sucks.
It's iconic.
Yeah, and I mean, like Will Smith doing everything else, all of his action movies and all that jazz, you know, like I like him, but when I think about Fresh Prince days, like that has a piece of my heart, and it's very, it sucks. It very much sucks. And I also think
always,
that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I think that he's in like a little bit of a kooky relationship too. So I feel like not to blame it on her because I'm sure it's both of them for sure. But I think that I don't know from what I hear with the rumors with her, I don't know, maybe him being famous and him in that relationship has turned him into like he's turned into me on the football field, punching Chelsea.
You know it, and it's so easy to judge somebody's relationship from the outside because oh man, they are so complicated, and
nobody knows.
Nobody knows, and you know, Alyssa and I are both in like I'd say mostly healthy relationships, like long term with a partner, and so it can get really messy. And so maybe it's just the fact of being in public life too. That's like an extra stressor and just like makes you batshit. Cause I'm like, yo, sometimes just privately I'm batshit for no reason, for literally no reason.
Yeah.
But to, you know, slap somebody on national television to go full Alyssa on Dan's team.
I know.
That's a lot.
I know. So I give him the fact that I love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think I have to give him a lower rating because he's a part of my heart, you know. So I'll give him a 4.
Wow.
I know it's low, but
yeah, you're giving him a lot of allowances there.
I know. I love that show. You know, that was kind of the same way that I feel about like Jim Carrey and, you know, like Robin Williams, where you watch those old movies and you remember how much you enjoyed them as a kid. I think that for me, I got too much nostalgia with Fresh Prince. So what about you? Did you say yet?
I think I put him at an 8.5. So I guess
8.5.
The 4 and the 8, I guess we're putting him at a 6.5.
Yeah. That seems right. So we are going to now watch some cringy videos. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Now, this is going to be a little bit hard because they are on a loop. So I'm hoping that I can grab them while I'm just going to restart the video and hopefully, do you know what I mean? It's like on a TikTok or Instagram loop where it just keeps playing. We'll figure it out. Okay. So these were sent to us by Shannon's boyfriend Grant, and if you have any cringy videos that will make us anxious, you can always email them to us. I think our email is in our Instagram bio if you need to find it.
Or just DM us too.
Or DM us. If you want to just send us the videos on our Instagram DMs, that works too.
Just slide right in.
Yes, please. All right. So let me see.
Singing challenge. You're the green line. Girls only, please. Hello, beautiful girlfriend. Well, if I'm being honest, I didn't just invite you to this 5-star restaurant for a beautiful day. Well, if I'm being honest, I have something to confess. Remember when I told you I have a job, and that job is at Subway?
Beautiful singing voice.
Well, if I'm being honest, I got fired from that job 3 months ago because I wouldn't stop eating all the meat. Thank you. I was just embarrassed. I thought you'd judge me for being unemployed.
Fair enough.
Wow.
You really mean it.
It got dark.
That was beautiful.
Wait, Alyssa, I feel like we would be remiss if you didn't sing along to this.
Hello, beautiful girlfriend.
No, Alyssa.
with him?
Girls only. You sing the girls part.
Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't catch that.
Start it from the beginning. You're
Okay.
going to sing the green parts, and he's going to sing the blue part. Girls only, please.
Okay.
Challenge.
Girls only, please.
Girls only, please.
All right.
Hello, beautiful girlfriend.
What's up, handsome boyfriend?
Well, if I'm being honest, I didn't just invite you to this 5-star restaurant for a beautiful day.
Oh, then why did we go to this gorgeous 5-star restaurant you brought me to?
Well, if I'm being honest, I have something to confess. Remember when I told you I have a job, and that job is at Subway?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest,
You take this next one.
I got fired from that job 3 months ago because I wouldn't stop eating all the meats.
Oh no, baby, that's so unfair that they fired you just for that.
Thank you, I was just embarrassed. I thought you'd judge me for being unemployed.
It's okay, I don't mind you're unemployed. Anyone who would judge you for being unemployed is stupid, and I didn't read the rest. That was really fast. Yeah.
Oh my God. That was amazing.
That was beautiful. So, man, that's the thing about some of these cringy videos is that, like, for some of these guys, you don't know if it's real or not, and if it's real, I feel bad.
I feel bad, but I also find him to be a little bit endearing.
But I hope that he didn't actually get fired from Subway for eating all the meats, but I feel like he did.
Yeah, I mean that's very specific.
It's very specific.
It's very specific. So I hope he has his group of friends that love him and he loves them.
They all make cringe videos together.
Yeah.
I hope to see some really nice duets. I will say, Alyssa, I told Grant to give us videos that we could both react to blind. I have seen that video because Grant has made me watch it many, many times. And he has illegally sang along to the girls only parts.
Does he know? Does what's his name? I don't know who this guy is.
The cringe boy, the Subway boy.
Oh, does he call himself? Oh no, he doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know who this name is. If you're watching,
I wonder if we can get him on the show.
I would love that. We should try.
I want to be his friend. That's what I really want to have him on the show. I think like the three of us can do like a
we can make
not
some
a duo,
music.
but yeah, I think we should all sing a song that he writes. That to me would mean a lot. So maybe we can reach out to him because we don't want to be mean. Like I like him. I think like he has great hair too.
Great hair.
He's got a great future. Like
I need to know what his hair care routine is because it's definitely better than mine.
Yeah, I agree. So I don't know. I give it a level 3. I think he's charming.
3, I agree. He does not make me that anxious. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Level 3.
Level 3. Great. Mm-hmm. All right. So moving on to our next video.
I've seen this one too. God damn it, Grant. It's because he gets all of his TikToks on Instagram.
What is
they're
one
already
thing
2 weeks
that you
old.
could eat for the rest of your life? Me.
He will not be on the show.
Right.
Oh, I'm level 10.
What is one thing
it's very
that
handsome.
you could eat for the rest of your life?
Yeah, but he knows it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And that gives me a level 10 as well. Also, that tongue work is disturbing.
No, yeah.
I guarantee he's a bad kisser.
Yes, totally. I bet he kisses like this.
Yeah, or like this.
Yeah.
What's the worst kiss that you've ever gotten?
My first kiss.
Describe it to me in detail.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm kind of that. I feel so mean, but okay. So, I mean, it was just. I think it might have been both of our kisses, first kisses, and it was like I was at a party and they were like doing like a spin the bottle thing, and when we kissed, he was like, it just was like it was like aggressive tongue, like it was like it was like.
Yes.
And I was like, so both of those meeting each other. But then immediately afterwards, I looked at him and I was like, so what are we? I literally remember my first kiss.
Nice.
I pulled back and said, what are we? I think I was like 13.
Classic move. And you've been together ever since.
Oh, you want to know what? Here's the thing is that I think we might still be together.
Did you forget to break it off, Alyssa? Are you married in another state?
No. So after I had my first kiss with him, I went ice skating with him and I was like, oh, this guy is not my cup of tea. Like I was so looking forward to having a boyfriend. Once we kissed, I immediately said, what are we? And he said, I don't know, want to go ice skating? We call each other on the phone. And I was like, but are you my boyfriend? He said yes. I was like, okay, great. I have a boyfriend now. And then I finally hung out with him and he was such a dud. And I remember the way I skated, he was like, and I just was like, so I was mortified and did not want to break up with him because I'm a wimp. And so I had my friend call him and pretend to be me. And she was like, hi, it's Alyssa. And he was like, okay. And like, did not care. Was like, all right, on to the next. But it wasn't me that did it. So I forever am.
But that's okay. Because the first time that you have to break up with somebody is always really awkward. And if you're very young, like Alyssa, my first like boyfriend, which like we're talking like early boyfriend, so not real boyfriend. I was a very, very late bloomer, so we can talk about that later. But my first like fake boyfriend, I was probably like 12 or 13 years old. And me and like my best friend at the time, we liked these two boys that like went to like the same like after school like clubs that we did and stuff. So we saw each other all the time. So like we were like the four of us were like double dating like together like all summer. And then my parents found out somehow and they were like, wait, Shannon, do you have a boyfriend? You're much too young to have a boyfriend. But like it was like boyfriend, whatever. But like me being like young and anxious back then, even then was like, oh my God, what do I do? And I was just like, no, I don't have a boyfriend. We didn't hold hands in the bushes, and I didn't rest my head upon his quivering chest while we watched the Blair Witch Project. Like boyfriend. But so I was like, no, I don't. And so then like I called my friend and I was like, we'll call her Kelly. And I was like, Kelly, we have to break up with them. What do we do? And then she was like, I have a great idea. And so for like the next week, we just dressed like dudes and we're just really, really mean to them. And that was the best plan that we could come up with. And I don't even remember how the story ends. They must have just been like, well, fuck you guys. Or I'm still with him.
You might still be with him.
Alyssa, we might still be in our first relationships.
We have to call them. We should have them on the show.
Let's bring them on the show. I think mine's an alcoholic now. So that's.
Oh, no. Mine might be dead. No, I have no idea.
Mine's Jeffrey Epstein.
I can't. That is so. What did you say to them? Like, how mean were you?
I don't even think we were that mean. I think we were just like, okay. So, like, them being like, and they were like skater boys. Because, like, me growing up, when I did like skater boys, were the shit. They were like so smoking.
Yeah.
So I think me and Kelly, we just dressed in really baggy clothes, and I think we were just like, oh hey guys, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, oh okay, cool. Like,
and were they like
like
heartbroken, or were their feelings hurt, or were they just like, huh?
I think they were just really confused. And like I said, I don't remember how the story ends.
Oh my God, that is so like, yeah, being
And
that young, you're just,
that's how I dumped my first boyfriend, who I didn't even really dump. And I should probably call him.
that is hilarious. All right, so we do have 2 more cringe videos. Oh God.
No, oh no. This is like the internet's most hated son. I don't even know what this
I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to rub my feet, make me breakfast in bed, and worship me really. In a minute.
He can't be serious though. He can't be.
I'm not sure. I've seen other videos of this guy. Please, anybody let us know in the comments if this guy is for real. Because
yeah, I have to know if he's
I can't tell
for real or not.
I can't tell with some of these cringe videos.
Yeah, I can't rate it because I'm truly not sure. Like,
do we call this guy earlobe guy?
Is that what people call him?
There's a comment right here that says earlobe guy. This has to be satirical.
It has to be.
It must be. He's done other videos like this.
Oh my God. I mean, if it's serious, can I show you a video that I found?
Please.
Okay.
I need something to cleanse my palate after earlobe guy.
I laughed very hard at this next video, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna hit or not. I think what it is I think it's one of those messages where it's like, please forward to like 5 friends or else something will happen to you. But for some reason it's put like through chain yeah, message. But it's through like a bot voice generator spoken out loud. So that's what I feel like I need to like let you know what this is. Okay. But okay, so
lay it on me, baby.
Okay, here we go.
Instead, I'm 17 years old. I am very similar to you. Did I mention to you that I'm dead? A few years ago, a group of girls pushed me down a sewer hole to try and embarrass me. When I didn't come back up, the police came. The girls said that I had fell and everyone believed them. The police found my body in the sewer. I had a broken neck and my face was torn off. Send this message to 15 people after you listen the whole message if you value your life. A boy called David received this message. He just laughed and deleted it. When he was in the shower, he heard laughing. My laughter. He got really scared, rushed to his phone to repost this message. But he was too late. The next morning, his mom entered his bedroom and all she found was a message written in his blood saying, "You will never have him back. No one has found his body yet because he is with me."
It's a long message to write in blood.
Received this message and
oh no, Charlotte. God damn it, Charlotte.
But look at this guy with the glasses, with the stupid smile on his face.
I want to know what platform you can get this ASL guy on.
You don't want your fate to be the same as David's. Your time starts.
Is this Alyssa? Is that David?
It might be David.
He's trapped in the simulation.
How much anxiety does David give you?
You know, the video as a whole in the story does not give me anxiety because it's obviously bullshit.
But the voice?
It's just this smiling guy doing sign language and like
makes me anxious.
3D. It makes me really anxious. I'm more worried about him than I'm worried about any other part of this.
Oh my God. Yeah. So that was the only one I could find.
And that like bot voice is one I have not heard before.
Right. And
this is the voice of my sleep paralysis demon.
But yeah, so those were our cringe videos. If you guys have any, please send them over. So I'm gonna end on one last story. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Okay. This is Get Me Out of the Parking Lot from Indonesia. I haven't read this yet, so here we go. This happened back in 2020 when the COVID vaccine wasn't even found yet. Me and now my ex-boyfriend want to hang out, but we don't have any places to go since everywhere was closed and I can't invite him to my house because my mom lives with me. So we just decided to hang out inside the car at the parking lot of McDonald's.
Classic move.
Yeah.
This can only lead to one thing.
Yes. And then we just started to kiss, and one thing led to another. And my ex-boyfriend wanted to eat my kitty cat.
Very romantic.
Very romantic. Inside the car, he wanted to eat my kitty cat inside the car. I see. And he thought it would be a good idea if he covered the front of the car with the jacket so nobody can see what's happening. No. In the middle of the work, I saw a light come through the car and someone banging the car and caught us. I was so embarrassed, and we need to give some money to that man so he won't report us. Did you have to bribe a cop? I hope you did not get me out of the parking lot from Indonesia. I hope not. But thank you for writing in, and I'm sorry that someone interrupted your kitty cat time. So Lord knows I hate when they interrupt my kitty cat time.
My question is, did you finish much like my kitty cat?
And did you put it on a dish and put it in the refrigerator? You might need it for later. You might, but well, Shannon, this has been good. Please write into us and DM us some cringe videos so that we can react to them.
Send us your embarrassing stories. God knows we do not have any lack of that, but we like to hear from you guys too, because it
makes us feel better.
It makes us feel better, less alone and less anxious, to be honest.
Totally. And Shannon, how anxious are you now?
Well, I was a 5 when we started.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, and not because of anything that's happened on the show, I'm a little bit more anxious now, but probably just because I'm very hot in this wig.
Yeah, me too. Should we take off our wigs?
Let's take off our wigs.
Okay. Do you still love me?
My bald cap has been through a lot.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, you look great. All right. Well, I love you, Shannon. I will see you soon, and have a good night, everyone.
Wait, Alyssa.
What?
Did you say how anxious you were feeling now?
Oh, now I'm very anxious. I'm still okay. Well, you know what? No, I'm a level 5 now. I think it went down a little bit. I can't remember what I was earlier, but I feel like it went down because I listening to these stories makes me feel better, I think. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Please continue. Oh my God. Yeah, cut that out, Alyssa. Please continue to send your embarrassing and cringy stories in. We will continue to share ours as well. We love you guys. And I hope this made all of you feel a little bit less anxious.
Good night.
Good night.